comedy is by three professional comics who are currently in recovery. My company has started a division to do comedy for people in recovery like yourselves, and these three comics have been in recovery for various amounts of times, and I think they can relate very well to your special brand of humor.
Of course, as I was saying, you know, methamphetamine was my drug of choice, and everybody's like, why the fuck would you want to do methamphetamine? That's crazy shit. I said, well, guess what? I could clean the house and mow lawn fast saying Mexican. Because I was always in trouble. I was fucking and I was fighting. I was fucking and I was fighting. I guess you could have said that I was an nymphomaniac ninja. Women, it's not enough to sleep with a woman. She wants to talk to you all night long about her hopes and her dreams. Yes, all night long. And you know what they say to me? You know what she says? After she's done, she says, so what are your hopes and dreams, April? I'm like, my hope and my dream is that you'll shut the fuck up so I can go to sleep. Well, anyway, there are all sorts of fucking 12-step groups. There's Overeaters Anonymous. How the fuck can you be an anonymous overeater? Coming to the stage was a patient here back in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Keith Goodwin.
April came all the way from Manhattan, came out, we just did a show with CK Post. April ripped apart the room, and now she came out here to Queens, and she's going to go back to Manhattan, you know, and this is all on her own freaking dollar too, man. That's, you know, that's a comic for you. That's a recovery comic for you. That's it. Step work? Anyone step work people here? No, step work is good. There's a step called the ninth step. You want to know? I'm just going to give you a little tip. Ninth step is when you go to people and you make direct amends for whatever you did wrong. So if you did some fucked up shit, you go, you make amends, and you know, it's supposed to help you heal. You know? But the reason is, the steps are in order for a fucking reason. You know, like a lot of people get out of here, you know, or if we could just, you know, get clean, and they're like, you know what? I mean, this is what I did. I'm like, you know what, Mom, I'm sorry for fucking robbing you. I took like $800. She's like, you did? When was that? I was like, never mind. You know? So there's a way to make amends, man. And the thing about making amends is like, she's like, well, do you have the money? I'm like, no, but I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. But us white guys do something that you black guys don't admit to doing, but you do anyway, so. What is it? Oh, wait. I can just see, because you know, I know a lot of black women now. And you know, the black guys get along with them like, yo, just between me and you, babe, you know, you know what I'm about to do down here and shit, you know what I'm saying? Ruin my, like, street creds and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know? Ruin my street creds, yeah. Now, well, once the show's over and we leave, you can get up here and do all the fucking jokes you want. How's that sound? That's why my ass is not getting paid. Are you the treasurer? What happened to my hand? I got married. Oh, the other hand. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually an amputee. I did lose my hand. I told you I went out there for 10 years. You know, in that 10 years I went out there to experiment that didn't work. I actually did lose my hand. Yes, I know, but I did lose my hand. Actually, my hand is made of, it's a cosmetic hand. It's made of silicone. You know, anyone else have anything here made of silicone? Because after the show I like to play, I'll let you touch mine if you let me touch yours, you know. I want to make sure I got the good silicone. You know? And I tell my wife it's just part of my job. Part of my job. No, but actually I did lose it, and it's tough. That's why I do actually go to Narcotics Anonymous. Any Narcotics Anonymous people here? Yeah. A couple, and you have your AA people here. That's why I don't go to AA for that reason. Is first of all, I'm a drug addict, and the second reason is they want to greet you with shaking your hand when you walk into the meeting. When you go to a meeting when there's like 100 people and you go to reach out your hand, but it's tough when you're in a meeting and everyone's like, oh, what happened to your hand? 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 Holy shit! Came from an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting not to do a hand documentary fucking show. But I actually, I finally do. I tell people, I had an accident, but people keep asking me. And I get tired of telling the same shit, so I do the next best thing, I just start making shit up. What happened to my hair? I was a chronic nail biter. And one day I just got a little carried away. And it's tough, because people ask you, they don't mean nothing bad, right? But they ask you silly questions, like people will see me like, oh shit, are you a righty? I'm like, I used to be. Used to be. Or they must be like, oh man, you lost your right hand. It must have been hard to learn how to write lefty. I'm like, believe me, when you're a single right-handed man, the last thing you're worried about doing is learning how to write lefty. On your list of priorities, that just wasn't up there. Learning how to jerk off lefty. Now that's any righties here that ever jerked off lefty? Thank you, sir, for your honesty about it.
I've become ambidextrous.
You do. All right, well, that show's after this show, so. Anyway, you guys have been great. Give yourselves a round of applause for being such a great crowd.
All right. Let's another round of applause for Keith, everybody. Are we doing all right?
Yes.
Are we doing great?
Yes.
Are we ready for our headliner this evening?
Yes.
Let's try that again.
Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Scott Papacure.
Give it up for April, folks. Let her hear it, April. Hi, my name's Scott. I'm a recovering asshole. And I've been to 12 rehabs, been arrested 15 times, spent over 3 years of my life in jail. Those are my statistics. And I remember when I would go to jail and the COs were, they were fucking assholes. I mean, like, a lot of people say they're just people, but they would always treat me like shit, you know what I mean? And I remember when they would search my ass, and then they would be like, you're a fucking loser, man. You're in jail. Look at you. I'm like, you just searched my fucking asshole. You search assholes all day, son. I'm on probation in like 30 days and a wake-up, son. 20 years from now, you're going to be searching ass. So I wrote a song for him. Listen to me, I'm Scott Papacure. I'm in prison now, no longer free, but there are motherfuckers in the jail and they work here. They think they're hot shit because they make $40,000 a year. When you say shit to me and you walk on past, I got to remind you. You search my ass! I'm so fucked up, I'm not on any medication. I smoke 2 packs of Newports a day and drink 10 Red Bulls. I'm a fucking fiend. I no longer drink or do drugs because I smoke and I drive and I can't afford to do all 4. Let me tell you something. I had a friend, man. He loved to smoke crack. I just couldn't drive anymore, so I'd sit in the shotgun seat. You know? He takes a hit of crack, all of a sudden he just goes... And he's staring in the rearview mirror like this. And he goes, Scott, is that a cop? Is that a cop? And I hadn't taken my hit yet, so I was like, let me check. It's a house! We're still in my mother's driveway. I was at my mother's house today because I live there.